This is regarding the Guardian Emerald Saber from Ultrasabers that I'm selling on eBay. And this is for a kind of a walkthrough to show you full functionality of the Emerald Saber when it's connected to your computer, to be able to change blade color and sounds on the saber itself. And I'll show a walkthrough here in a minute of the actual saber too, but without it being connected like this, with the pommel off. This is the pommel here. This is the default Guardian pommel. It's in excellent condition. It's brand new, as I mentioned in my ad. This is a brand new saber. So everything, this is the pommel, perfect condition, pristine, no scuffs or anything of any kind on this. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful pommel. So for right now, so getting into the saber, this is a Guardian saber from Ultrasabers with RGBW, which is red, green, blue, and white emerald board. You have the ability to mix red, green, and blue to make different blade colors. The white channel is actually dedicated to an illuminated AV switch here. So that is only going to control how much power is going to this AV switch. And that will, in turn, that will affect the brightness of the illuminated AV switch. It doesn't affect the color at all. It only affects how much power goes to that LED, so it'll affect how bright it is. The other three, however, you can mix through the software and make any color blade you want. So what you would do to do that is you would take the pommel off here, just unscrew this. This is the speaker here, and you'll see that's the speaker, and this is a combination of an emerald board and an Obsidian V4 soundboard. And these are rechargeable lithium-ion batteries. You get 2 brand new batteries with this. You also get the charger that you will charge these with. So this is the charger, and that just plugs into, this is a regular AC adapter charger. So this charger comes with your saber. So you will be able to charge these. All you have to do is remove the pommel, remove the speaker unit, remove the batteries from their housing, and plug this in, put the batteries in here. This is just basically a spring-loaded assembly, so you can see the markings for plus and minus on the batteries. Just insert the battery in there, and these lights will come on red, and they'll turn green once the batteries are fully charged. So this comes with your saber. You also get this mid-grade Ultra Edge mid-grade blade. That also comes with your saber. You might find a lot of sabers on eBay where they don't give you the blade, you get just the hilt. I'm going to give you everything that you need. So you get the Ultra Edge blade, Ultra Edge mid-grade blade, which is a type of polycarbonate blade with a white coating, a white diffuser coating on the inside that helps make sure the white or the light from the LED inside the saber, here, just inside, just right inside this hilt, fully illuminates the blade all the way to the edge. So it helps distribute the light more evenly, as well as bring it all the way to the edge, so you get a fuller looking blade. So while plugged into this port, port here on the emerald board with a mini USB cable, you will plug that into your computer and launch the software. And basically, and I'll turn on the saber now. So here is the AV switch. This is an illuminated white AV switch. or sorry, it's a white illuminated silver AV switch. So it's a silver button with a silver bezel and illuminated white. And again, the brightness of this can be controlled through the software, but not the color itself of the AV switch. So now that we have that connected, we can go in here, click connect. It reads the Saber settings that are currently on there, and I currently have Guardian Blue with a slight flicker to a what they call a pulse to a slightly lighter colored blue, and it gives it a flickering effect, very subtle, just like it would look like in the movies. And then a flash on clash to an Arctic blue, which means whenever the blade makes an impact, then it'll go to an Arctic blue color. So just to show you a test of that, right now, click the test button, and you'll see that it's Arctic blue, or sorry, Guardian Blue, which is this is the Obi-Wan Kenobi saber, the Guardian. So this would be a Guardian Blue would be the most appropriate color if you want to stay to the canon look of the saber. And then going to the flash on clash color, it's going to be a slightly lighter, it's going to be an Arctic blue that you'll see when it clashes. And if I click the test button, or sorry, if I click the test pulse button, it's going to look like that. So when you hit something, you'll have it this color of blade, and then it'll flash to Arctic blue like this, and it'll go back. So just to show you real quick, I'll disconnect the saber, and right now it's on Guardian Blue. And then if I were to press this, you press the button once to do a flash on clash. It makes the sound, a flash on clash sound, as well as flashing to that Arctic blue. Press it again, and it goes back to normal. So I'll reconnect, and just want to quickly show you some of the colors you can do. So instead of Guardian Blue, let's say you wanted to do, actually we'll leave the Guardian Blue on. Let's say you wanted to make it an Arctic blue blade, then you would just turn green all the way up, and you got Arctic blue. If I turn green halfway, actually, excuse me, if I turn green off and I bring red all the way up, then you get a pink. There you go. If I turn red only halfway up, about right there, about 50%, then you get more of a magenta color, closer to what they call Bane's heart. Of course, the more you drop the power to the red LED, the more purplish it becomes. And if I were to drop it down even further, like so, test, now it's even more of a dark violet. It's what they call a violet amethyst rather than just purple. So if I were to turn it back up again, becomes more of a lighter violet amethyst. If I were to turn red all the way up and blue all the way down, you get your familiar Sith red lightsaber, Darth Vader style. So if you want to pretend that Obi-Wan Kenobi has gone to the dark side, this would be the saber going to a red blade color. As you add some green, say halfway up again, it's going to change that to an orange, or what we call fire orange. And if you change it not quite as much as that and go keep it down a little bit less, it's a pyrostone orange. Or let's see, maybe not quite that. There we go, like that. That's a little more pyrostone orange. And if I take green all the way up, you get a yellow, what they call sentinel yellow. There you go. And if you take it part of the way, like 3/4 the way, and it looks more of like a gold blade. If I have green all the way up with nothing else like that, you get consular green, which was Luke Skywalker's lightsaber color in Return of the Jedi. If you were to take it down, if you were to add some blue in there, you would get an emerald green. Less blue is even what another color we called Sunrider's Destiny. And it's a little less. Actually, I think Sunrider's Destiny is a little more blue than that. Let me tweak that a little bit. Alright, that's more Sunrider's Destiny there, but and again, if let's see, the only other color combination I haven't done yet is red and green. We've done red. Yeah, it's pretty much all of it. So that gives you an idea of the different options available with the Emerald board. But I just wanted to give you a functionality, proof of functionality that it's working just as expected. It's a brand new Emerald board saber. And now I will disconnect and put the phone down for a sec while I switch it over to the Obsidian soundboard connector. Alright, so resuming, we've got the cable now connected to the Obsidian sound connector on the battery pack here. Again, we had it connected here, right there where I'm tapping. That was the Emerald board. Now we have it connected to the Obsidian V4 sound. And so here you have the option of changing the sounds that are already on the board. So these are the ones that come with it, and you have 7 different banks total of sounds. The 8th one is silent, so you can go from the default Obsidian sound. You can basically swap these out. You can go in and record or load any sound fonts you want. These are all available at saberforum.com. You can go, there's an Obsidian sound fonts section, and you can download a whole bunch of different options and load them in place of this section, in place of these current existing Saber fonts, sound fonts. So I've got all of these are all the default ones. And again, if you were to pick one and you say, okay, I don't like the black star, so you would click next, click on that one to select it, and then click next. And then right now, basically, you can now go in and you can open up, you know, let's see, let me find it here. Actually, it was right there, I think. Could be wrong. I'm in the wrong spot. Let me see. Copy guy. There we go. Ultrasabers launcher. So I have a whole bunch already saved on my computer. So say you liked here's some that are pretty nice, the HD sound effects. So you can go in here and load up. So what we're looking for now is the tag sound, and this basically is just kind of like the announcement. This is the kind of the identifier sound. Let me see if I can find one that has something like that. Oh, it's called a boot font here. So if I were to play that,
learn to know the dark side of the Force, and you will achieve a power greater than any Jedi.
So that would play every time I selected that font, which I'll show in a minute. But basically you can go through and do that with all the different events on the board, the power on, the power off, the idle, the motion, the impact, the lockup, and the write sounds. When you get to the end, once you've done all this, you would want to save this, give it a name and actually save it, because it memorizes like all the different fonts that you've chosen, assuming that they stay in the same place on your hard drive. You could save the font, and you know, at any time if you decided to change something, unless you saved it and loaded it back up here at the beginning. So if you were to go here and click load, you'll see that I have some already saved. I've got a few here that I've made myself. So if I wanted to load, say, the Mace Windu package that I created, then you'll see that it's got something for each of these already that I have loaded on one of my other sabers. So it automatically puts those all in there, and all I have to do now is click write, and it would put that sound font on my saber in place of the Black Star, and it would be called, instead of Black Star here, it would be called Mace Windu font, or whatever name I gave it. So so that's how you do that. It's just basic. There's a lot of other settings you can control as well here. So this is all very functional. Just wanted to show you that. So I disconnect, and I will put the phone down just for a sec. And I'm turning off the saber now, so I can put the battery pack back inside. Okay, so I've inserted the battery pack and the speaker assembly back inside the saber, and now okay, so got the pommel back on. As you can see there, pommel's back in place. And so now when I push that, I've got the color that I loaded. And if I were to push and hold that, we got the flash on flash. If I were to push and hold it for a couple seconds, the power's off. If I were to push and hold it long hold,
Episode 2.
then I can switch between those sound fonts that we just looked at.
Episode 6.
Pushing each time to go to a different one. That was the silent one. This is number 1.
Black Star.
Black Star we just looked at, number 2. And, that's the Sith font, number 3.
Ancient Saber.
Ancient Saber, number 4.
Episode 1. Episode 2. Episode 6.
So if I like episode 6, well, actually let's go episode 1, because that's really,
Episode 1. Episode. Episode 1.
this is really where the Guardian was introduced. So we're going to put that there.
Confirm.
I push and hold it for a couple seconds to confirm it, and there we go. So now it's got that different sound font on there. There's a flash on flash. You can also push and hold that. And again, if I were to turn it off and push and hold again,
Episode 1.
let's go to episode 2.
Episode 2.
Confirmed.
So that's a different sound font. And we'll power it on again, and
Episode 2. Episode.
that's the silent font. So if I did that,
Confirm.
you're just going to have the blade color and no sound whatsoever. This is useful in any place that obviously where it'd just be easier just to have the blade color, maybe at the movie, like when you go to the Star Wars premieres or at Comic-Cons, just some of the examples. And it does everything else but the sound. So go to the default one, Obsidian,
Confirmed.
And this is the one that I will ship it with. This is the one that I will leave it on as the default. And this blade color. And just to show you a couple others. Here's the Black Star. You might as well hear what this one is because you saw it on the.
Confirmed.
So this one's just a lot more of a growl to it. So it's got a little bit more of a growl. And
Confirmed.
that's the Sith font. So definitely more evil sounding. This one again, you could change the color to blade to red, and then put this Sith font on, and it would turn this saber into a total Sith saber. So very flexible with the Obsidian V4 soundboard, best on the market, and the Emerald driver in there to change colors. It'll let you do anything you want with the saber. Additionally, this pommel is what they call MHS compatible. So you can actually put other pommels on there. I will just show you that real quick. I'll put this phone down so you can see what I mean. Just a moment while I get an appropriate black pommel. On this particular saber, probably will work best with a black, because this is a nickel finish. So nickel doesn't work great with the pommels that come available. It's pretty hard to find a nickel finish pommel. So there are a few on the Ultrasaber store that you can request in nickel, like the Manticore has a nickel plated pommel. This is just a regular, this is an Archon pommel that I have available, so I'm just letting you see kind of how the MHS compatibility works. So you can change the look on your saber if you want. So that's just a quick example of that. And again, just to do a pan over, so you get a close-up of this. I'm going to put pictures on my, you'll see pictures on the eBay ad as well, but this is all nickel finish, perfect condition. It has all the defaults that you get from Ultrasabers when you buy it brand new. So I'm just selling this because I want to get a different saber. So that's the only reason. It's brand new. I just got it, and I have no problems with it whatsoever. I love this design, but I have my eyes on something else right now. So I'm going to my decision to change my mind to sell this is your gain. So there's the nickel plating. There's the close-up on the AV switch. There is the nickel finish. This also comes with a black Covertech wheel, and that is for, and I'll include a Covertech clip as well. So you'll get a Covertech wheel with the clip and the battery charger, and if I have one available, I'll also include the mini USB cable. So I am going to look into that, and my pictures will reflect what's included here shortly. Thank you. Hope to be able to give this a new home. Thank you.